It is very profound that I get to evaluate you doing a speech about mentors in your life. Because I believe that you have no idea how much we actually learn from you. That you're kind of a mentor and role model to everybody of what it means to be in this club, from being the first member to being a president when you didn't think you could do it, but Paul made you do it, to jumping in as an officer if somebody moves to the US and I need you. So I think you are an amazing mentor to us all in what it means to be a member of this club. And in your speech about what you learned from mentors, I really like how well you organized it, very, very clearly. You came in, I'm going to talk about all the things I learned from mentors. I'm going to use 2 examples, the triathlon and the Born to Shine Club, and you went through those 2 sections very clearly, and you came right back to it at the conclusion. You wrapped it up and re-emphasized it. It was excellent, kind of clear organization of a speech. You had specifics of things you learned from Queenie, specifics of things you learned from Iris, from Paul. So you made it very particular, it wasn't just general. I also noticed you, I think, made a specific effort to try and use unfamiliar or new words. There was things like grueling and transformative and intricate and a bunch of things that don't normally roll off the tongue. And I think it's an excellent example of using an occasion of a speech where you're under a little pressure to also use and expand vocabulary in a second language. I thought all those things were really good. One thing I might challenge you to try more, if you do need an aid because you have a bunch of new words and it helps to write it out and have it there with you, okay, that's actually good to do if you need it. I do want to try and see you up here without anything written on your hand or a paper that you're looking at and reading, even if it's just writing a very, very simple speech where you don't write it, you just do an outline. And you practice it of just speaking. Or you talk about a story you know very well. Something where you can be more comfortable and just be Jenny. Because at times the speech did a little bit sound like it was somebody else talking through you. Which again is a good technique if you're getting used to new words. But I would just practice being more comfortable with no aids speaking and challenging yourself with that. And I would also try and move yourself a little more. You're a little bit feet planted the whole time and you a little bit turned, but you never kind of moved. But again, all those things, trying a simple speech and just getting more comfortable, talking more, moving more, no looking at something. But great speech. We learned a lot. We're glad you learned a lot. And back to GE.